Yeah, let's start by killing the music. That usually works in a really smart way, just to get the audio going. I'm gonna crack up my headphones so that I don't mess up the audio when we're actually playing the game. I know we're 3 minutes early, but I guess it doesn't bother anyone. Now, one of the funny things about when starting this game, I don't know about you, but if you are a U2 fan, then why is this sounding like constantly looping the intro of Where the Streets Have No Name? I'm wondering if that is on purpose. So if we listen to this, of course we can't play U2 the Where the Streets Have No Name, but it's gonna be, it's really similar. And we are up and running.
Hey there. So, you're one of us, aren't you? Mind if I ask you a few questions? Question 1. When you travel, you usually... Oh man, that's really sad. Kidding. So, next question. When you're traveling, do you follow the itinerary or are you more spontaneous? Good to know. And what about politics? What would you do if you disagreed with our country's government?
I do.
Right on. Oh, one last question. When you watch a movie, you do so to... But you might also watch a movie to... Thanks. Good to know. And I guess you're like the other runaway teens, trying to flee Petria. It's really dangerous to cross the border. You have to be careful with the people you meet on the way, believe me. Don't go fainting on me. But each decision could shape your destiny and Petria's too. Okay, I guess it's time for you to hit the road. I hope you're ready.
There's a smart way of doing procedural gaming if you just have a game that automatically asks you what you want to do. But Hey, Chili.
I'm here at our nation's border
See how it
under
goes.
National Mountain, the site of the Black Brigade terrorist attack in '86. If you don't remember, hundreds died that day when a brigade truck carrying explosive devices crashed into the mountain, triggering its peak to collapse. In 2 months, on the same day as the nation's election, in the same spot where I'm standing, the 10-year commemoration honoring the victims will take place.
Give us all your darn money, bitch!
Yeah, all your darn money.
Robbery in progress. All cars in the area respond immediately.
Unit 2 here, on my way. Over.
President Tyrak, the man who built the border wall behind me, protecting our nation, will be there.
Protecting our nation? Ha!
This event promises to be a solemn moment, and a time to celebrate the announcement of our next president.
Ugh, total BS.
Of course, I'll be there live, giving you the real story as it unfolds. This has been GNN's Sonia Sanchez reporting live.
(1,339 miles to the border. I mean, okay, so this is a pretty nice start. I mean, the music's kind of nice and it seems pretty chill. I don't know why it sounded like U2 in the beginning, but it did. But the voice acting so far and the processing of the voices, that's pretty cool, actually. also funny that it says press any key, but doesn't respond until I hit the mouse button.
Welcome to my luxurious limo. You're wondering why I've given you a ride. I gave you a ride because I know your secret. That you're my biggest fan. I don't deny it, honey buns.
Notice the slow attack on the compressor, but the super fast decay release of it. But yeah, totally 80s vibe of the music. But notice when she starts talking, the music fades out way slower, but if there's a tiny gap in between her words, the music actually peaks and then fades out again. So I would say the decay is a little too short.
Well, it's written all over you. Now relax. You must be exhausted from being on the road. There's a normal-sized remote to your left. See it? Everything you ever wanted can be accessed by pressing one of its normal-sized buttons. Go on.
A normal remote with normal-sized buttons.
Not that one.
What can I do for you, Sonia?
It's all right. Nothing, Adam. Just do your job, would you?
This is my job, Sonia. Sure you don't need anything?
Yes, I'm sure, Adam. Bye! Now, I'm just gonna grab the normal-sized remote on this side and... Oh, look at that! That's what rich people call a sunroof.
A
Now go
sunroof.
I'm up there.
This is like Affix Twin window licker style. Let's go out the window. I'm wondering if we become a blonde bombshell or something. They're not. It's pretty nice distortion, by the way. That's a nice way of showing that the wind is. Quite often notice that when you're making a game for noises and wind blowing and so on, it's often just an increase in wind volume, but I think it's a nice job when you literally have distortion that just sounds like noise, white noise in here, or darker noise.
That happens. I wear a mouth guard for that very reason.
A
Do me
mouth
a
guard.
favor and grab one of those fan letters beside you. Don't lie. What's it say? Oh, I see. Put on the pile labeled death threats. Oh gosh, almost every day. That's why I got Adam, my bodyguard and driver. As irritating as he is.
Do you want me to turn the audio off, Sonia?
Yeah!
Okay, as much as I think the compressor on the music inside the car and the dialogue is a little too fast, I do really think the dialogue comes through pretty good. Yeah, rich southern accent, you know. It's pretty funny. I mean, I'm wondering who they actually got to voice act this. I don't think there's anything wrong with the voice acting much. Well, maybe the accent is a little weird if you're really picky about it, but it's not bad. I like this car noise. It seems quite natural. Maybe a little too noisy for this kind of limo, but maybe it's because the window's open. I don't know. No one should threaten you. Depends
I
on your
know.
attitude.
It's probably one of those loser Black Brigades or liberal Flores supporters.
But whoever it is, they won't do nothing.
But by the way, it's funny about the accent. If it's a French studio, it's very much relying on is the voice director, or do they even have a voice director? Is he French, or is he Southern U.S., or what is he, so that he can actually tell if this is the right accent or not? Or maybe do they want it to be so overly overacted so that people like, let's say, non-native speakers like myself will just think it sounds funny U.S. South.
Believe me, I am.
Sonia?
What is it, Adam? Kinda having a moment here with my biggest fan.
It's time.
For the Sonia show, of course. I never miss it. Now park those buns over here.
Park bun.
We say it's live, but that'd be way too hard. With the election only a few months away, early polls show Tyrak well ahead of Flores.
I actually think everything is 2D.
And now for today's missing teen
It was
report.
before as well.
Unfortunately, we have additional teens. And blah, 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 blah.
French-American screenwriter.
Anything you want.
It's interesting.
You know that, right? I'm here for you.
We have a question.
The more money you got, the better. Sometimes, I withdraw money from my account just to hold it. Then I put it back in again.
I'm wondering what these do. Money should be shared.
Oh, it definitely does. Wait, you feel that? We're slowing down. Ring Adam for me, would you?
Yes, Sonia?
It wasn't me who rang Adam. So stupid. It was my biggest fan.
Yes, Sonia's biggest fan? We're pulling into a security checkpoint. Looks like there's another protest.
And to think this was once a nice totalitarian nation.
Nice totalitarian nation.
More and more. It's this upcoming election. It's given people, oh, what's that word? Hope.
You suck! Sonia! CNN is pirate news!
They think my station is owned and operated by the state, which it's not. I mean, not 100%. Here come the police. This party is about to blow up. Hey, get out of my way! Yeah, you, loser! Get out of my way! Hey, get out of here, loser!
Sonia, please get back in the limo.
You're starting to sound like a Black Brigade, sweetie. Uh-oh, they have rocks again. That's what I say on my show all the time. Uh-oh, police is blowing this party up! Well, these terrorists are enemies of the state. Now you're really starting to annoy me.
Funny about the music had a compressor on it. The sidechain with the dialogue, but background noise doesn't.
Finally! So long, losers!
Like, I feel this is quite a noisy moment. And the dialogue's on top, which makes it a little bit
Well, we made it.
little annoying. to
Not
listen
that there
to.
was ever any
Loud.
doubt. Exciting, no?
Yeah, really exciting.
I'm joking, sweetie. But I'm not when I say I want you out of my limo. I thought you were my biggest fan.
Yeah.
Adam! Drop this loser off.
Yes, Sonia.
So long, kid.
Okay. So now we're in this. Where would we put this? Somewhere. Middle of Colorado, maybe? I don't know. I don't think it's the YouTube compression or anything. It was super loud here as well. Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm wondering if I could just keep riding in the limo. But I have an 18% relationship with Sonia now. You know, that's apparently real important. See? Okay, this is funny. Press any key. Nothing happens. But I like the art style. We're not here to talk about art style, of course. Nice. Like give it a nice sweet footsteps. Can we run? Breathing. Can we crouch? No. Can we jump? No. And what about...
Can you hear me?
What's that noise?
It's a bug messing with the connection. But don't worry. Prepubescent Einstein here is gonna fix it. Better help me a sec, homie? I got a bug I need to fix. Mr. Ursus isn't hearing me well. If I leave the booth, he'll hang up. I know it.
Who are you talking to?
Maybe if we didn't answer her, we
Don't
could
sweat it,
stay in
Mr.
the
Yu.
limo, but...
It's just a hitchhiker.
I would just maybe steal the limo. Footsteps are quite mellow. That's quite nice. But why can't we walk on the side of the road? I want to hear the tarmac. Any different? No. No difference in the grass.
Take this computer. I put a metal detector on it. Check the ground near the pole over there.
Can do everything, yo.
Should be some hidden keys to open the box and reboot the line. Petria Comm hides their keys like a dog hides a bone.
Oh, that's just a nice little audio feature. Not that the sound is good. But why have an audio
Talk to me,
feature?
dog.
An audio game mechanic like this while you're also cranking up the music.
I still can't hear you.
It shouldn't be long now.
Yeah, 2D ambience, I mean, it depends, because if something is 2D, as the name, it's 2D, so let's say if you have a stereo file, it would play in stereo, it wouldn't rotate in from away, unless you have an ambisonic file, or if you have a 2D system that can sort of pan by itself, but then that sort of kills the purpose of calling it 2D.
Talk to me, dog.
But usually you would have a combination, like a 2D ambience main layer, and then some sort of, let's say 3D spotted sounds.
It shouldn't be long now.
I'm still wondering why we have a game mechanic, a feature that requires audio.
Find it yet?
Requires audio like this, and then crank up the music.
Let the beeping guide you.
Hello? Hello?
Hold on, Mr. Yu, hold on. Let the beeping guide you.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
The key should be somewhere near the pole.
I still can't hear you.
There we go.
Nice find, dog.
Oh, her dialogue restarted because we clicked too fast, I think. Interesting. Push the button. Chemical Brothers, push the button.
What you wait? Thanks, dog. You hear me now?
I do, yeah.
So, as I was gonna say, the fake emitters are all in place. Should keep those pigs busy for a while.
Thanks, Alex.
General ambience, I mean, sure, it kind of fits the environment, which is kind of fine, but... And even if she is... Can't be a nice sport and throw out trash in the trash can, of course.
I put up some fake radio emitters to help the brigades. They got an illegal radio broadcast. The fake emitters throw the cops off.
I got it wrong, Alex.
Wait, my parents!
Sorry, kid. Now's not the time. We'll talk soon, okay? Promise.
Don't hang up! Home slice, press the button again.
Home
Are you
slice?
there? Too late. He's gone.
But Nando, sometimes you can get, especially in first-person games, especially for all sounds related to character, or actually lots of things, there's quite often no point in relying on 3D placed sounds if that sound object is not necessarily supposed to move, or if you're supposed to experience it. So quite often, I have been designing sounds for, environments and worlds and players and so on. Like this rain here doesn't have to be positional. Like you don't necessarily need the detail of this water right here. But see, this is a nice... You have this overall rain sound, and then clearly you have this detail of rain hitting this roof. So this is like the overall ambience combined with the 3D emitter that emits that detail.
I'm fine. Just a little frustrated. I'm looking for info on my bio parents. And they died when I was young. In the attack in '86. But I haven't come up with much.
I was 5 years old. It wasn't my fault, I'm sorry.
Thanks. My adoptive mom, said I might not find out anything, but I didn't believe her. Yeah, she does, but that's really all she knows. Come on, let's wait out the rain in the booth.
Oh. Couple of graphical glitches, but not much. Still can't walk on the tarmac. I want to hear the tarmac. Oh, notice the More wet footsteps now as we are walking on the more wet ground. This is excellent. Okay, so no difference on actual material that we're stepping on, but I really, yeah, I would be a... Actually, wait. Here. It's like we're walking on grass and plants. Here it's more muddy and ground. So it does take material into account. It's just that there's none for stone. I'm a huge sucker for footsteps that does this. And I'm doing it in a game that I'm working on. I've mentioned that before in some videos that I made. This is nice. This is very nice. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Precinct 22.
I actually think it was, but it was,
Hello?
Alex?
it wasn't that apparent.
Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Is everything okay?
What do
I
I
actually
say?
think it was the difference between the grass and the dirt. We can check it out later. Can we actually, if we can we like save or something, just in case we need to check on something later? No, anyway.
Everything's fine. I just wanted to check in.
Are you getting enough to eat? You are, right? And you can come back whenever you want. You know that.
But I'm pretty sure that there will be moments again where we can check out the grass and the dirt, or the stone, or the tarmac, or something.
Yeah, I'm getting enough to eat. Thanks.
I hope you find what you're looking for. I miss you, Alex.
I miss you too. Look, I should go.
Oh, already?
I'll call again soon. I promise.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
Come on. It's cramped in here. I feel better now. Thanks for encouraging me to call.
Yeah, that's pretty high quality for a payphone. I mean, you mean the mom's voice, right? Or the stepmom's voice, I guess. But that could have been emphasized a lot, I think. But you're right. That could have been emphasized. I mean, they have so many other details. But okay, it's nitpicky. I actually kind of like this game. So definitely when I'm done with this, I'm just gonna play it.
I don't want to escape myself. But I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a girl who crossed using some secret tunnels at the border.
I actually got a hold of this game because it was on sale on Steam, by the way, if you want to grab it. But there was this guy who mentioned that it was very nice, very procedural, very nice story, and apparently there's a lot of political stuff in it. I mean, as we saw, and that kind of like got me intrigued. Like okay, so what kind of political stuff? Not that I wanted to know as a spoiler, but the guy who wrote about it, did he agree with the political choices that he had to make? And he wouldn't answer, and I was like, oh, come on. Always dreamt about being a, an RPG where I get to be a Trump supporter or something. Just to have a whole new definition of chaotic evil or messy something. Let's see. Made in Unity. It could be done in several ways. Most likely, the game just has some sort of audio system that they made, which can detect what material they're stepping on. Because I doubt that they have manually placed it on the grass and on the dirt. The grass seems too random, but also if the game is later on randomly or procedurally generating stuff, it would be way too tedious to have patches of things that would have to be marked manually to spawn it correctly. I would guess that they have a raycasting system or similar to simply detect what are you stepping on and then mix it properly. For a Switch system done manually in Unity, I think this works pretty good.
Gonna be honest with you. Personal hygiene is very important to me. I still have a few things to clean up around here. By the way, there's a cereal bar in my bag if you want. You look hungry. Oh, and I can call you a taxi too. I hacked into Happy Taxi because I can.
But you could
Got some free ride vouchers.
attach some sort of switch, not to a grass prefab, but more like to the ground prefab, so that for every patch of ground there is, maybe it's like spawned in little, little patches, let's say 1 by 1 meter patches. Maybe that sort of like detects which one of those are you in. It doesn't necessarily have to be a raycast.
It's as good as done. And good luck on your journey, man. Hope you reach 96.
Appreciate it. Nice car wheel sounds. Why is the light flashing? So we already traveled just about 1,000 miles. That's pretty fast, I guess. June 12th, 1996. It's 18 days until my 17th birthday. Let's try it. 16th birthday. Yeah. It's the year I started high school. Doesn't want to talk. Okay. Oh, look. The music does pan. Slightly to the right. I don't know if this gets monoed down or summed down, but the music does pan. So the music is actually coming from here somewhere, but never fully pans. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Yeah, it is. Quiet, please. Knocking sounds work.
Sorry, forgot you were back there.
Right.
So where are we headed today with Happy Taxi?
Happy Taxi. So I gotta admit that regardless of all the nitpicky stuff that we find about this, I do get the impression that whoever did the sound for this really know what they're doing.
Then just north it is. Now sit
just
back and
north.
enjoy your ride with Happy Taxi.
This would be really cool if... Yeah, so his sound is... his whistling is also 3D spaced. What about, like... car itself is not in place. That would have been so awesome. There had been ambisonics, or if they had had like 4 emitters around the car, so that you could just look around, like just hear more rumble here or something like that. That would, I mean, that would be a funny detail, but it would take quite a lot of work. Ooh, healing up. Sounds of insects as we were outside of the cab. That's curious. Nice details of stress in the car.
All that belonged to the last customer. He left that behind too.
Okay. I find that pretty dodgy. Can't we pick it up?
You're very understanding. Not a lot gets by you, I can tell. By the way, everything I'm telling you is the truth. We're called Happy Taxi.
Health.
But we could be called Honest Taxi.
Health. It was really low before, and then when we slept against the window on the car, it got up
Maybe
to 4
you
bars.
have some questions about I can help you with those.
Could also be stamina. I noticed that the breathing sound when running started to come in real quick as we were running before around the phone booth. Maybe this is stamina and not health. But I find it quite curious because the colors that are moving around in it makes it a little confusing. Like, is it full or is it not full? Or is it red, blue? Is that a different one? Anyway, I'm not much into, I don't know, Jackson, about color information.
You don't want to get tired on the road. That's when the cops I mean, find you. So I smoke. I smoke a lot.
Jared's cold anger.
That's not for your eyes. You shouldn't be this close to me.
Can we kill Jared? This is curious because there isn't that many things to interact with. I'm wondering if we can actually make him angry.
Home project.
Right, handcuffs for a home project. Say hi to your wife for me.
Now sit back and stay seated. Enjoy your ride with Happy Taxi.
So this is one of the things that I find really curious about so-called procedural games, is that sometimes it might seem procedural and that we can click stuff, but sometimes the story's still linear. Like even if you branch out, you always branch back in.
No.
Of course you did. You heard the car stress out. Yeah. Someone's in the trunk.
I'm going to turn the music up now. Do you like dinosaurs?
Everybody likes dinosaurs. It's like the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic Park.
Did you say something? Oh, I see.
I'm curious. You know what? Maybe you should just...
We haven't reached your destination. Oh no. I think I have a flat tire. Better take a look. Sit tight, okay?
Who's gonna kill me? Uh-huh, well... Can we...
I don't want to die!
No, please! What did I say about disturbing the customer? Now we have to ride around for a little while longer.
Cleverness. Okay, apparently I'm super clever. Fair, oh, it's an implant. New dialogue choices unlocked. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Impressive.
I like this game. This is awesome. Okay, so Nando, let's try this out. Now he has two smells like Teen Spirit. Okay, Nirvana. That came out in 91, 92, 92. The year Denmark won the Euros in soccer. I remember it pretty clearly because I bought the record. You still can't walk on the tarmac. Now listen to this. Here we have a very tight type of gravel sound. Over here, it's much more loose gravel. This is great. Yeah, this is like the tarmac sound I'd probably be asking for. Vandalize. Can we like? Missing teens. Yeah, so there's clearly a difference between the materials, even if they're not wet. It's a pretty good job. I like that. It does sound like he's wearing high heels, though. Wait. Softer shoes, but here on the, let's say, harder ground, it is like he's wearing heels. There. Well, let's try and run. Maybe if the cars would stop driving so we could hear ourselves. What if we start running? How fast will the breathing come in? Okay, so breathing is unrelated to the health and stamina bar. Okay. Alright. Who do we vandalize? And any suggestions? Keep Petria safe. Vote Senator Flores. Senator Flores. Yeah, good. Tyrex sucks. Also, and oh, actually, that's clever. Elections for nothing. Oh, should have just vote Senator nothing. That's interesting that you can do that. That's pretty clever, actually. Now, one thing, notice here, these crickets don't seem to be positional. They're quite loud. I mean, yeah, sure, crickets are loud in real life, but this should be like a pleasant experience.
You're gonna vote, right? Oh, okay, good. You know, that's another reason Tyrax sends you teens, you know where. So that your vote can't be heard. That's Zoe on her trumpet. Careful with that one. She's trouble.
Cat person, okay. Oh, nice. Wood footsteps. It's definitely some sort of automated system. Cat purring. So we're clearly in some area where people vote for Flores. I dislike a little the soundtrack so overly taking over the soundscape and on top of everything. No.
You're one of them, huh? Sorry, kid. I got nothing.
Interesting, actually. We did find out that the guy in the taxi sounded a little like he was spatulized. But that was also because we were in a very specific situation, so it's quite curious if the VO is spatulized. In the beginning of the game, it didn't seem like it when we were in the first limo. Quite interesting. Anyway, what I was saying about the music, I feel the soundtrack is quite loud. We haven't changed the settings, and I don't believe that we I mean, the music, I like. Right now, it feels like there's a 3D sound of music coming from over here. Like I'm supposed to hear that trumpet in the background, and then there's the soundtrack on top.
Look, just give me the money and I won't call the cops.
A guy got stabbed here 2 days ago, and they never came. The cops aren't gonna show for this.
I don't have time for this. Just admit you stole from me and...
The mix of this is a little messy.
Do it.
Road pals. Okay. And by the way, that's not a trumpet. That's a trombone.
Everything's fine.
It's not fine. She broke into my office and stole from me. Who are you? Her attorney? No, I don't have proof. She turned off my security camera. She's a criminal mastermind.
So, if we run away, yeah, I agree. Like it was diegetic and filtered, more like it was distant. You know, I agree. It seems quite loud, overpowered. Let's try now that criminal mastermind. Let's see what he says. What if we turn to our left, to our right? Will he then come from our left?
You teens! I don't need the hassle.
Yes, he
I'm
does.
outta here.
But I don't think he is for distance. I only think that he is for direction.
You look
Because,
lost.
See, what if... Yeah. But non-diegetic music and diegetic music, it's not that it's non-diegetic that is the problem. It seems more that this is a bit much.
You don't know where you're going, do you? If you want to rent a trailer, go up the stairs.
Okay, so there is a trigger. And if we get too far away, it stops the dialogue. But it's spatulized in...
You don't know where you're going,
Oh.
do you? If you want to rent a trailer, go up the stairs to my right. And talk to the owner. Otherwise, find the dancing guy. There's cardboard near him.
Okay, so we have spatulized audio, but not on distance. And at some point it cuts off and restarts the dialogue. Find that little bit of a weird solution. They probably have their reasons though. See? Oh.
You look lost. If you want to rent a trailer, go up the stairs to my right. And talk to the owner.
Notice when she
Otherwise,
starts humming,
find
if
the
we walk
dancing
away,
guy.
it stops
There's cardboard
at the
near
distance.
him.
Let's see. And the humming goes away at a very specific distance. I'm wondering if this is an Easter egg. If we score a goal. Oh, come on. Yeah, scored.
This is 191.9, the voice of the brigades. This is your Papa Baby.
Yeah, but this should be something like where the music should be coming from, you know?
With the upcoming fraud of an election, more and more countries
So
are
this
calling
is
for the
scratch-a-less.
resignation of
What if we
Tyrant.
walk away?
I mean, Tyrak. But will he step down? Of course not.
You don't know
Which
where you're
is
going,
why,
do
dear
you?
listeners, we must resist this man and his government as much
So
as...
now we're like
And now,
pretty
here's
far
a
away
taste
from
from
that
a brand
radio.
new band.
Tapes and
Remember,
snacks.
Papa Baby loves you.
You left the radio outside, Denny. Turn it off before you get us arrested. Music goes well with the road. It's like the perfect complement to being on a road trip.
Still like the footsteps. Can we jump? No. Which one, Heartpan? So look at, check this out. This music here. Clearly on our left, clearly on our right. Coming from, emitter seems to be here. Now I'm wondering if there is some sort of trigger zone that simply just mutes it rather than fading it by attenuation. Yeah, the radio. Let's see. What if we can go with trigger?
You look lost.
Goodness.
Feel free to join if you can hang. No one can really dance with me. I'm on another level. But knock yourself out. See what I mean about not being able to dance with me?
Here is karate moves.
What? I can't hear you over the music.
See, and here it's
You don't need to
muting the
scream.
radio.
Go talk to the owner in his office. There's some cardboard right there beside that guy, but he's a snorer.
Actually, I kind of like the detail about that. It sounds like he's yelling. He is in the song. I've met this guy in real life.
There's some cardboard right there. But I gotta warn you, I'm a snorer.
to use this as a sampler. Reception.
You said you'd give me another week.
Give me all your money.
You look lost.
Different sounds on different doors. That's nice. What if can we go back? No. Not necessarily. Could also be the emitter moving. You can combine it, sure. But I'd rather just have the sound placed at one specific 3D location, play the sound, and then just fade out. Could also be some occlusion setting. Let's see. I mean, it's quite loud there. And if you walk away. Nah, this is just attenuation, I think. But it's quite sharp, so not linear.
Hey, you got any money?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Can I have some? You're real nice. And that's why the road is gonna eat you alive.
Why, thank you, sir. Alright. The illegal radio transmitter. That's just going to sleep on the cardboard. Feel cute. I'm still a fan of the details that they have in a lot of the sounds. But maybe if this is done in Unity straight up, Unity native audio, which we don't know for sure, but I assume it is, then this is probably the result of a lot of the
wake up.
difficulties you would be having with the Unity mixer, straight up. Actually, I don't know if this is made in Unity, but I would assume that.
Up here.
Instantly invited over to.
Hurry up.
It's better. Why are people so friendly?
Sit with me.
Again, the compressor's really hard on the soundtrack, which leads me to believe that the soundtrack was playing. Yeah, that's alright, man. Enjoy it. I also need to bail in about 5 minutes, but this game is way cooler than I thought it would be. I'm definitely playing this even more. And thanks for showing up, man. Talks will be fun.
You don't have any marshmallows, do you? Sorry, I ask everyone that. Anyway, it's nice to have someone normal around here. I left home at the start of the summer. I wanted to get out of Petria. Like you, I think. My dad thinks I'm on a big road trip. Truth is, I'm never going back home again. A lot of times, actually. It's scary there. With all the security, I traveled there with my father.
All right, let's. Oh!
For his work.
Going to the menu, pauses the music and the dialogue, but not the ambience. Interesting. I am sure that they have their reasons to do whatever they're doing and why they're doing it. I think this game has potential to become really, really awesome, and I'm really happy that I actually got it because I'm going to continue to play this. and interesting to see if the story will progress. I guess we won't have time to do that because the stream has now been on for about an hour, and I'm going to call it quits. But thank you all for showing up. This was actually quite interesting. Really enjoyed the details of the footsteps and other things in this game. If I bump into more interesting stuff about it, of course I'm just going to make a future video about it. But the stream will also go up on video on demand, of course, but I'll just make an edited version of it once I'm done with this. Really hope you enjoyed it. And if there's anything you need, you can always just ping me. I don't know, Patreon, Twitter, here. This was great, and it's good to be back. I haven't streamed in a long time. I forgot how much fun this is, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video or something like that. See you all, and cheers, Nando. There was really good questions and stuff you were asking about, so I really appreciate that. Thanks all for coming. Actually, I have this professional streamer tool, so maybe we should just go outro with Ken. Here we go. Ooh la la. And now we can actually still hear the crickets. That's going to be the way that we're going to end this, I guess. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Bye.